Oh hey, didn't see you there. Remember last episode how I had that mountain of Sonic games? Well, one of those games I remember both being really fun, yet really annoying at the same time. Now what game could possibly do that? Well, stay tuned, because today I'll be going over Sonic Heroes. What to say about Sonic Heroes? Sonic's PlayStation debut, and what a debut it was. Released in 2003, I first played it on the PS2, and I couldn't stop. I played it at every chance I got, and I played it so much the disc is all scratched up and the game hardly works now. I played this game so much because it was one of the only Sonic games I owned on consoles, and since that console was the PS2, which I already played enough because I couldn't play the state-of-the-art PS3 at the time, because my brother thought I would break it. I mean, that's fair. Have you seen what I've done to games before?
I was a terrible child.
I remember this game being very fun, so I also remember it for being tedious and annoying a lot of the time. And let's go over why. Firstly, I had it on the PS2, which is the worst version of this game possible, with the game lacking in every department. But since it was the only 3D Sonic game I could play, and being just a kid, I just overlooked all that, since at the time if something had Sonic written on it, I wanted it. So for the video, I'll be using footage from the PC version, which is much improved. I mean, which version looks better to you? Now that's all well and good, but there's something I need to mention quickly. Did you know that Dr. Eggman is a feminist? Yeah, look at that. Anyway, the story involves Eggman attempting to take over the world in 3 days, and it's up to Sonic and his friends to stop him yet again.
Crack that Eggman wide open! Yeah, let's party! We're Sonic! Breaking me!
This game has you play 4 different teams of 3 characters. Every team has a different playstyle, with Team Sonic and Dark offering higher difficulty gameplay, Team Rose for beginners with shorter stages, and Team Chaotix with mission-based collectathons. Each member has a different ability to get past obstacles throughout the level. Their speed, which allows for homing attacks and ring dashes. Power, for knocking out enemies and floating over giant fans. And flying is for flying, but also to attack enemies from a greater distance. The levels themselves are nice aesthetically, but sometimes they feel like they go on for too long. Don't even get me started on the casino levels. If you want to get an A rank on these, you must have more time on your hands and brain cells in your head. Throughout the levels are checkpoints which also serve to level up the team members, so their attacks get stronger. However, if you die, everything gets reset. That means your score goes back down to 0 and your power-ups are removed. So if you died near the end of a level, you better welcome that E rank with open arms. However, if the enemies are too much for you, if you have collected enough rings or killed enough enemies, your Team Blast meter will go up, and once it reaches its maximum, you'll be able to do a screen clearing move, which can get you out of tight spots. Each level has its own song to accompany it, and each song sounds memorable, such as the fast-paced bingo levels, to the haunting atmospheric songs of the castle stages. After every 2 levels, you'll have to deal with a boss encounter. Most of the time you'll be fighting Eggman in his very expensive machines, but sometimes you'll battle the other teams too. However, these aren't even worth comparing to the Eggman fights. Where they'll offer a decent challenge, the team fights can be over in less than 12 seconds.
Wanna see me speedrun?
Sometimes you'll come across a key hidden in a level. Don't get hit for the rest of the stage, and you'll be able to race for a chance to get some new lives or a Chaos Emerald. Now the controls. Oh boy. The controls in Sonic Heroes are very... is untrustworthy the right word? So let's say you're zooming down a rail, and you want to jump to the next one. Sometimes you click right to it, happy days, but sometimes you fly right off the edge. It's a gamble whether or not the game will do what you tell it to. Speaking of gambling, the casino stages are the worst example of this by far. On the pinball tables you hardly have any influence on where your character goes. Most of the time you just end up going wherever the game decides you should go, and it only adds up to your time. But not only that, there are often times where the game will just throw a fit and shove you off a rail or a platform, leading to your premature death. My worst encounter of the game being just broken was when I completed one of the earlier stages, only for it to crash right at the end, forcing me to reset. Also, this happened. I thought it was pretty funny.
Be careful not to fall!
So at the end of the day, I like this game for its music, presentation and story, but I don't like it for its controls, reliability, and general annoyances that can ruin your whole playthrough, especially on the PS2 version. I feel like this game had so much potential, but it just missed the mark. Wait, hang on. Oh no.